What's going on, everyone? My name is Gantherfax, and today I'd like to talk to you about Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Yes, the beta is finally here, and as you can tell, I'm very excited about it. It dropped this weekend on the PlayStation 4 and will be coming to Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and to PC next weekend. I apologize for the quality of the gameplay in the background because it's not the best gameplay, but that's just because when I get a new game, it takes me a little bit of time to get acclimated to it, to really learn how the maps flow, which weapons I need to be using, and things like that. It just takes me some time. But I really wanted to get a video out because I know a lot of people are curious about how this game looks and feels and plays. And so far I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I've not been able to go on really any big streaks, and some of that's due to one of the main issues that I have with this game so far is I think that the health is too high. I think 150 health is too much, especially when you're going against more than one person. You tend to die in 2-on-1 gunfights, which I know that happens anyway in most games. If you run up on two people, if you are off guard, you will most likely die. However, if you get the drop on them, most of the time you can still kill them. In this game, it's much harder to do that with the health limit being this high, and then when you add the body armor on top of it, it really makes it very hard to win those 2-on-1 gun battles. I think if they drop the health back down to 100, that the body armor really wouldn't be a problem. It'd be kind of like having Juggernaut in the old games. It was kind of annoying, but it really wasn't that much of a game changer. I was very impressed with the amount of content that they gave out for this beta, and I really think that bodes well for the game's future, because if it has this much content in the beta, that could mean that the actual game, when it ships, has a lot of content and a lot of maps for us to play. I think that was one of the areas that Call of Duty World War II suffered in, is it only shipped with 9 maps, and then they gave us Quarantine and Shipment and things of that nature for free, but after several DLCs, it finally reached the amount of maps that a lot of older Call of Duty games shipped with. And I know that they will say that the war maps that counted in, but there's a lot of people that don't play war on a regular basis or even at all, so I think that hurt them. But one other thing that bothers me is it bothers me how in Team Deathmatch it doesn't show you your number of kills and deaths during the game. It shows you your score and then your KD ratio, which I think it's really interesting that they show the KD during the game. I think that's a pretty cool feature. However, I would like to see how many kills and deaths and be able to track how well I'm doing in a game. That's some minor grievance that they could probably easily fix. The thing is with it being a beta, I don't want to get my hopes too high for when that game actually comes out, because we've had this in the past where people play the beta or the alpha before, and everybody gets hyped up because in the beta or whatever, the game seems like it's a very good game, and then when it ships, it ends up something kind of like World War II. It's not a bad game, because I've really enjoyed playing that, but it could have been a lot better. And I think that's the issue that a lot of people end up with betas, is that they put too much in how that game plays, and either it'll turn them off from the game because they don't like a few things about it, like in my case the body armor and things of that nature, or they will do the other extreme and they'll be like, this game is going to be the best game ever. And you really can't base everything you think about a game on its beta, because a lot of things can change and you don't actually have the full product, so you really don't know what you're getting at the end of the day. However, with a good beta, it does bode well for the game's future, and with the way this beta plays, I really think that it's very good, and I think that this game has the potential to be great, and I really hope it is, because I'd like to see more people come back to the Call of Duty franchise, because I know a lot of people have been leaving for other games. I don't want to see Call of Duty die, because it's something I grew up playing, and it's something I've always loved and been passionate about, so I really hope that they can recapture some of that feeling that you get when you play, because I've just always loved it and I don't want to see it go away. So what's the verdict on this game? Is Call of Duty Black Ops 4 a good game? Well, the answer to that is not so simple. Maybe. It could be a good game, and it has the potential to be a very good game. I'm very excited to see what they do with it, because like I've said before in this video, with the amount of content that they gave us for this beta, that shows that they could have a astronomical amount of content for the final version of the game. Not to mention that this beta isn't showing one of the major portions of the game, and that being Blackout. So I think this game could be packed full of content, and I think that it has the potential to be a very good game. I think that some of the minor grievances that I have with the game, such as the health being a little bit too high, or not showing your number of kills and deaths with your kill-death ratio in game modes like TDM and stuff like that, I think those would be very easy for them to fix. Black Ops 4 to me has the potential to maybe revitalize this franchise. I know that Call of Duty World War II really did a lot to help that, because it brought a lot of players like me who hadn't been as serious about Call of Duty over the last few years back, but I think that it could have been better. I think Black Ops 4 has the chance to really push what Call of Duty World War II did not do right in its content and things of that nature and supporting features of the game. I also think that Black Ops 4 has a good potential special in the fact that they don't have to do something that Call of Duty World War II had to try to do, in that they don't have to try to strive to keep historical accuracy. Because I think that that was one of the things that really held Call of Duty World War II back in certain aspects, was that they were trying to make it historically accurate, which I think is a really neat idea, except I think when people play multiplayer games, they really want to just have fun, and they want the customization and different things, and it may not be historically accurate, but it's okay that it's not, because it's an online game that you're making for people to have fun. I think Black Ops 4, just the way Treyarch has in the past, is going to give us a lot of content that, customizable things, camos, and different things like that Call of Duty World War II didn't start out with. I think that with this, that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 has the chance to revitalize the franchise and to be a very good installation in the Call of Duty franchise. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate it, and this is CoDWWII signing off.